Damn, y'all done caught me pouring this Hennessy. Wait. I'm not promoting Hennessy now, because you gotta pay me now. Look, I'm not promoting. I'm promoting the alcohol.
What's in the bottle, not the bottle.
Exactly.
Oh, and I got the about the article, the 80-year-old dancer from Vegas. You can look at USA Today 30 .usatoday.com and just look up the 80-year-old Vegas stripper still does it classy. That's the actual name of the article.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just. Go ahead.
No.
It's just like mind-boggling me. Like 80-something-year-old dancer to me. I'm like, because I've seen women that's bad at 70-something years old. So I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, an 80-year-old gonna look like you know a real. You'll think like an 80-year-old.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, where your kids? Like, does she have any kids? Like, what?
I mean, and if she,
where your grandkids? Like, what the hell? Like,
and if she does, like, would you feel away if your grandmother was showing her tatas for?
No. You taking off your because you know in Vegas you have to get the butt naked.
Yeah, butt
naked.
And I mean, you know, a lot of guys like the granny punani.
Oh.
So, you know, she probably making a living out there, you know.
That's for all the guys that like them sugar muffins.
No, I'm sure she's getting tricked on.
Yeah.
Older Caucasian lady.
Oh, yeah. See. Now imagine a black woman.
A black woman at 32 dancing. They like, oh no, it's time for her to hang up her heel.
Yeah.
A black woman over 21. They got a problem with it.
Exactly.
So, you know, a black woman, they go again according to how many kids we have. That's when we.
Oh, so we have a caller to answer our question. Hello.
Hello. Yes, I was calling, but I think that y'all have
wait. Hold on.
already.
What's your name, caller?
Hello.
What is your name?
My name is Quandina.
Hi, Corny.
Hi, Quandina.
Quandina. Quan. What a Quan. Quandina.
Hi, Quandina. Are you a dancer, lady?
Hello.
Are you a dancer?
Listen. Yes, I am. And I'm just trying to figure out. I've been in the game for a minute, so I'm listening to y'all speak, and I'm like.
So how long have you been in the game?
Now I've been in the game for like 8 years now. 8 years. 4 minutes.
Okay.
Vanity
So,
six.
you're a Vanity Six ass dancer. Okay. So now, wait. The question was.
The question is, what age is
too old to be a dancer?
So basically, this is my thing, right? If your titties is all the way down to your coochie, and you can't see your nipples is facing that same way, then you're too old to be a dancer. This is my whole thing. Like, my basic is like, if your titties is dripping down so bad that you can walk on them shits when you get up in the morning, you too old to be a dancer.
But you know,
if your ass is sagging and it has dimples on the side and you still shaking your ass in the club for some cash, you too old to be a dancer.
No, because it's different variations. You have the clubs where you don't get all nude, where now like you can hide and tuck, and you can wear a one piece. Like that's the bitches with bellies.
Yeah, the robe.
Savior is a one piece.
And I know young chicks. Look, I know the young chicks with the dropping titties to the feet.
But this is what I'm saying. I didn't say your age. I'm just saying, if you saggy, that's not classy. It don't matter how much ass you think you have. If that shit have a million dimples in that shit, you need to leave that pole alone. You know what I mean? Like, go get yourself some cocoa butter, grease yourself down, bitch, and help them dimples out. Do something, because all that cottage cheese, all that sweat that's hitting in between those cracks. It'd be killing me up in the club.
So have you ever had
doing that shit? That shit is crazy for me. That shit is nasty.
Wait, Quandina, because I know you're gonna play Quandina. Go ahead.
So, Quandina, have you ever had an altercation? Because being that you worked at the club, have you ever had an altercation with you know, a female, feeling maybe that she looked better than, you know, and those sometimes tend to the ones who look a certain way, but they actually, you know, aren't that cute.
Right.
They treat you a certain way, especially if
I'm gonna break it down for you. In the club, it's always this in the clubs. It's light skinned bitches versus dark skinned bitches. Spanish bitches versus black bitches. Like fucking Spanish bitches versus Russian bitches. So
what happened to the Russian bitches?
The Russian bitches think they listen. Them bitches is hoes. They always messing up our money in the club. They always sucking dick in the back of in the champagne room in the club. Niggas trying to make money, you know, just trying to dance and shit. Them bitches sucking dick. You know, it's just not fair. It's not fair. Like, it's really not fair. And then, you know,
so why don't you just suck dick in the club? Why you just don't suck dick in the club? What's up with that?
They obviously making money.
I'm not sucking nobody's funky, sweaty ass dick. These niggas, they come in there and they be thinking that, oh yeah, how much more can I offer you? Like, that shit is fucked up. Like, I'm not trying to suck nobody's dick and it's sweating and smelling like onions. No.
So if it was clean, then I presume you would.
If it was clean, I still wouldn't suck their dick.
What about the money? What about if he was offering you $5,000 for a head job
in the strip club? Would you do it?
If it's $5,000, well, if it's $5,000, I'm sucking your dick. I'm putting on a condom, my favorite tasty, which is chocolate. And I'm sucking the shit out of it.
The turn up is real.
Yes, the turn up is definitely real. Okay, yes, the views of the callers are not our views. They are the views of the callers. But yeah. We enjoyed you calling in.
Yes, Quandina.
What clubs are you at?
What clubs you working at, Quandina?
I like y'all bitches.
Sweetie.
Frankie, baby, and Nicole. Y'all, I like this. Keep it going.
Thank you, darling. We like you too. All right, Quandina.
What clubs are you working at? What clubs you working at?
Oh, well, I'll be working at, I think one night I was there, you know, I'm at Starlets, you know, I'm at Sugar Daddies, you know, I'm at.
Are you a Latin lady?
You Latin or you're?
I'm half Puerto Rican, half, and part Dominican, yes, and Black Dominican, yeah.
So that means you have like the darker skin and you're Spanish.
I'm dark skin, yeah.
So how do you feel? This is just
more hair. Them bitches in the club with their weaves in there put together. Bitches be having 1 inch of hair, swearing that they popping with all the fucking weaves. So, but I got real hair. My shit is real. My shit hangs down to the middle of my back. Like,
okay, lovely. We hear that. You trying to get customers through the airways right now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So you could go see Quandina at Starlets and Sugar Daddies, and you know.
Is that your dance name, Quandina?
That is my real name, and that's my dance name.
That is a terrible fucking name.
Because nobody will know.
That is not sexy. You need to change that
Don't play that.
Nobody else got my name, okay? No. My name is original. My name is authentic, okay?
Okay, right. Authentic. I think authentic is a better name than Quandina.
Right?
Exactly. I'm the only Quandina in the world, okay?
All right, lovely. We getting off the station now.
All right,
time to go.
Back next week. All right,
call back. We love you. Thank you,
Quandina.
Thanks for the love.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right, later, booby. So yeah, that's something else.
That's, you know, and you know, just to speak on what she was saying about, and on a more serious note, this us versus them thing with the dancers versus the bartenders, the freaking the dancers versus the bartenders, the Spanish girls versus the black girls, the strippers versus the dancers. It's just like a whole dynamic.
Black Spanish versus the Spanish.
I mean, it's just like a whole dynamic going on right now within the strip club, and everything it's literally segregated. How do you feel about the
segregation in the strip club? I really don't like it because it makes me feel like sometimes when you go to the strip club and it's predominantly Spanish girls, strip type club, just Latinos. Sorry, excuse me, not Spanish, but Latinos. And I'm in the club, and there's not that many black girls, or if it's like more Caucasian girls than the other race. Any club you work at, and you don't have the same like more like that familiar race, like usually it's the black race, because black girls don't get hired like that in a strip club. Seriously, in New York City.
Depending on where you at, it doesn't. That's not true. It depends on where you at and what you look like. They will hire. No. They will hire a black girl who is pretty and nice looking and put together anywhere, but they will hire other nationalities and races. As a black girl, you have to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Any other race or nationality, you can look any way, literally. And, especially as far as like Caucasian women or Latin women, a lot of times when you're really light skinned, you can get in anywhere without, having any filter, or you can look
come
anyway.
in sweatpants and you get a job.
As a black girl going from club to club, a lot of
you almost have to look like a Barbie to get a job, and your boobs done usually in the city type,
And then it doesn't stop there, because I've been to clubs in the city and I've seen girls go to the door and they hire them without even auditioning. They want to see up to even how you dance. You get in, oh, you're pretty. Now let's see how you dance. After you dance, now let's see how you interact with the customer. Like, your audition doesn't stop as a black girl in the strip club.
Well, you're
always auditioning.
But that's nowadays. We talking about from the time we started dancing till now. There was no black girls like that in the club zone. You already know.
Yeah, I always.
There was no black girls. They like you came at the door. They was like, you called the club, and you be like, oh, I want to know if you hiring. I'm hiring any dancers for tonight. And they're like, yeah, come down. And then when you get there, they're like, who told you we was hiring? So, I would like to shout a club out that did that numerous times, and to everyone, and they have reviews online for that one, and that will be Flash Dancers. Very racist.
Flash Dancers isn't that bad.
Now, but Flash Dancers back in the days is straight Russian. Okay, even the reviews say it. Okay?
And what happened to the Russian girls? You don't see that a lot in the clubs now.
Because they locked the fuck up. Thank you, Russian Mafia. Thank you, Russian Mafia.
Because
for fucking it up. Thank you, Russian Mafia.
When we first started dancing, it was like we first started dancing. It was Russian out. We would be like, oh my God, we got to deal with these Russians tonight. And they act like they don't speak no English, and goddamn well they speak some damn English. They just don't want to talk to you. But I get it, because they was like prep to. You know what I mean? You got like Russian pimps. Not saying that it's a Russian pimp, like an actual pimp, but they prepping you how to do it. Like, no, don't fuck with the American girls. We come from Russia. We're gonna get this American money, and we're gonna go back home and take it back and do what we do.
Exactly. And we're gonna do it by all means necessary. Even if you sitting with a customer, you gonna walk over to that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Oksana don't play. Natalia will go up to your customer in a second. So that.
Why are you sitting with the customer?
But we seen the Russian wave. Then it went to it was like
back to the black girls.
Yeah, right? That's what I was about to say. Back to the whole. It's like a rush of black girls, and then they started with the plastic surgery. You start seeing a lot of black girls with the plastic surgery. And once the plastic surgery thing got big, then that's when all the Latin, because after a certain age, a lot of times Latin women, they drop. So now the plastic surgery wave, perfect. Now Maria could come to the strip club at
50 years old, looking like she's 25. And
now
you got
Maria
it, bitch.
can work.
I ain't going front, bitch.
Now
You
Maria can work.
50 years old, but you look like you 25.
No, from behind.
Oh yeah,
because
from behind.
when I was working last night, shout out to Portico on Woodhaven and Atlantic. You already know 9310.
Nice.
It's always nice, popping and cozy. I went through there, little walk through.
Yeah.
It's a lot of older Latin women, but all their bodies are bad.
Bad bitches.
But then you see the
face.
Age. And that doesn't mean that you're less beautiful or you're not beautiful. But
you just could tell.
Yeah,
that you older.
Yeah.
You know, in the face. And the black lights don't hide everything. Because, we got the black lights in the club.
Black lights and wigs with big bangs, they don't hide a lot. I can still see the old through the bangs.
The lines.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, there's a lot of young girls that got the lines in their face. So I guess you need to stop being stressed, honey. And, get you a little...
What are some things that stress you out in the strip club?
Oh, God. I was in a strip club last night. Yeah, big shout outs to my club, Mystiques. Yeah, hold on.
West Side
Highway. 554 West High Street, corner of Clarkson. Mistakes. Nah, but I love working there on some real. That's like really one of my favorite clubs.
Stripper Haven?
Yo, in that club, it's relaxed. It's a real relaxation. The shit that stressed me out. Oh, Lord.
In the strip club?
Oh, my God, I had a stress room. Oh, Lord. When I'm trying to get my money, all right, what stressed me out is a whole lot of bitches in the strip club and no customers. That's one, okay? The second is when I'm trying to make my money, right?
Yes.
And I'm just talking, like, it's like this. When you in a strip club, you got to talk to everybody. You can't feel like, oh, yeah, I'm this bad bitch and I don't have to talk to nobody. Like, I could talk to one customer and he's going to give me the money. Like, because you may not be his type and all that. You have to really circle the club, talk to everybody, see what it is. Another girl leaves the customer, you come over, whatever. Get your little 5-second introduction in. It's only like a little introduction that you need to do for the 5 seconds. But some clubs where some girls, they will block your money. So you trying to work your magic, you trying to get it, especially if you're new in the club. And I'm fairly new in my club or whatever, but I did have a situation where a girl was trying to block my paper. And I was just like, and she was telling me I'm blocking her paper. So I'm like, well, what the fuck is that? If I feel you blocking my paper and she blocking, like, what?
But don't you feel like all of that animosity and the arguing, it takes time from what you're actually there for, the money?
It does, but you have to get that argument on sometimes. And that's not that
gotta
because
check a chick.
Bitch.
Check a chick.
Not check a bitch.
Check a chick.
Wait. You might be running into the chicks, but I ran into the bitch because the bitch threw mad shit at me. That bitch was throwing mad stuff at me that night. I was like, God damn. And I'm talking about it because the Strip Talk New York, bitch. You know better. You don't do shit to me in the club and don't think I'm going to talk about it on the radio. Holla at you, girl. But that was in the dressing room. It was not in the physical type of club. But that makes me mad. And then we end up apologizing.
But you need to all right, because then that's like, okay, we argue to apologize. We waste time.
Yeah, we waste time.
So what is the solution to problems like that when issues like that come about? Like, how do you solve that issue?
I've been doing this for 10 years, like, as far as, like, because I have been dancing for 10 years off and on with jobs in between and careers. But I just feel like it's never going to stop. I think that's just how it is. I don't think that is a solution to it, because everyone is depending on the person, how drunk they are, how, if you had a couple of drinks and how much you feel like you own this customer and all that. Because a lot of girls, they label their customers and they label hoes, like, oh, I own her. Like, so I don't think it would never stop. I think that's just always gonna be in the whole,
a part of dancing drama. I mean, I feel like anytime you have a lot of females, there's always gonna be drama. Like, that's just a part of our personality. But I feel like women take focus off of the main goal there, and that's the money. Everything else is more important, especially nowadays. What people have to realize is that, and that's what I think that a lot of girls don't understand. Dancing is dying out. It's not like it, as lucrative as it used to be, and it's so many dancers, so it's gonna that causes a problem in itself. If you're not a dancer, if you don't have a certain type of mentality, you shouldn't be in the strip club.
Yes.
Like,
and I
simple and blank.
I agree. Like, if you are angry like a Johnny,
you don't like rejection.
No, Johnny Blaze type of chick. You see how Johnny Blaze carry herself on, and she probably not really like that. But that type of chick, you don't fuck. Nah. Yeah. You don't need to dance. I don't even know how she even got a job in a strip club acting like the way she act.
Because she got ass shots.
Oh yeah.
But
I like her ass shots. They kind of cute, right?
I mean, I think that she looked like she was thick before. Her legs are like,
you
really
know,
big.
I seen a skinny version of Johnny Blaze, and she looked really nice. Like as her being smaller, like a skinny,
slimmer version.
Yeah, and she looked really, really different. You know, I don't know. You might have got, you know how you get stressed out and stuff happens. You know,
I had seen a online. It was Johnny Blaze. She had got beat up. In the strip club. This was a couple of years. It was a couple of years ago, and then we just talking about fighting and arguing in a strip club, and that whole, you know, you have to be a certain type of person just to work there. Like, if you can't take rejection, if you're envious or you're a jealous person,
you can't be a dancer.
No.
Period.
If you're looking at another female, if you can't sit there and watch another female come up and you make not $1, then you don't need to be in the club.
No. Yep. And that's absolutely right. And as far as like anybody, if you can't just, like you said, take the rejections, because that is more than anything, the rejections. But just to see other women, like you don't have to make friends in the strip club. So you're not there to make friends, but it is nice to get to know people and to just be, just to communicate and, you could be a square but you have to somehow be more just trying to get along with people. I just feel like you need to get along. You just have to. Because if you're working with these girls every day, you don't have to get money with the girls, but you need to get along. So, but
and then you don't want to have the club become ratchet,
Yeah.
Too much violence, too many girls going, too many girls arguing, and then like I've seen in the clubs where girls get into arguments and then they bring dudes to the club, and the dudes are now sitting in the club with the girl all night.
That used to be a Infinity. Remember when Infinity? That's the new Sugar Daddy. Sugar Daddy's more like, which can you say about Sugar Daddy? Like more.
Well, no, Sugar Daddy. That's the building they took over. The building there in that building. But it used to happen like that in Infinity. A lot of girls used to get into shit with guys, and then they'll bring, like, why would you do that? It's not that serious, and then there'd be like a whole altercation, and then next minute the club is shut down, or it's just like, now I can't get no money, now I gotta find somewhere to work because you bring your boo to the club to shut it down. Okay, but how you feel about the dancers robbing other girls? Oh gosh,
Frankie baby.
I don't, thievery is, I think that you're like the scum of the scummest when you steal. I've had situations where girls have taken my stuff, or like the latest situation, the girl took my sneakers and left out the club, and then when she came back, she tried to come back, she said that it was just in the locker. And at the end of the day, and there was a lot of alcohol. She said that she was drunk or whatever. She didn't know what she was doing or whatever. But at the end of the day, we should all be held accountable for our actions.
Wait a minute. And your sneakers was in the locker room?
Yeah, they was in the locker room the whole weekend.
But you see her walk out with walk out with the coats and all that,
yeah.
Right? But then she said it was in the locker.
Yeah, it was in the locker. Yeah.
But that ain't none of my business.
That is none of my business. It is nothing in that cup. But that's still none of my business.
I'm like, where my drink at?
But she took the. I don't. It's never a factor of because when you go to these clubs, you don't think anybody's going to steal from you or anything like that. I don't think it was her trying to be a thief.
No.
It was her being vindictive.
Yes.
Jealous. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody, the strip club is not for everybody. It was a day where she wasn't making any money. It probably was going through whatever she was going through at home. It's always, so the strip club is just not for everybody. And that's just one the person, I say that to say that I feel like the strip club is just not for that girl. You know, and when a lot of times you see girls stealing and doing things in the strip club, it's not even because they need it. Because I've had girls steal from me.
They make plenty of money and they don't need it. They just do it.
It's a mentality.
Remember when that bitch put your money, your bag in the water? Yo, that was crazy. Like the money bag in the water, because she knew that your money is gonna get wet. So the perfect thing is, oh, this bitch up there trying to make some fucking money. Oh yeah, let me motherfucking put her fucking money back. And we looked everywhere for her. This like, yo, Frankie baby, we looked everywhere for her bag. It was in the fucking water, behind the bar. So the bartender, question.
These said the bartenders.
Yeah, cause when you think about it, if a dancer and your money was in the money in the water behind the bar with the bartender, maybe the bartender stole it. Like we never really got into that.
Everybody comes to the club and everybody's friends of friends and you're recommended. But besides that, on another serious note, do you think there's a such thing as sexual harassment in the strip club?
Yes, there are. The sexual harassment in the strip club.
Can you be sexually harassed in the strip club?
Oh, yo, definitely. First of all, the owners can sexually harass you alone, and the managers. What they do is now, I noticed that, not even gonna say any names and blow it up. A lot of clubs,
no, you can't.
But I know a lot of clubs that. You got managers, they trying to sleep with you and all that. And if you're not fucking a manager, you're not working. You're not getting bookings. You're not doing anything. Okay? And this is what I say when too many people in the fucking club now. And it done happen to me quite a few times, And it didn't have to be the manager or anything like that, but it was like certain customers can control the club from how much they spending in the club. Certain customers can get you fired because of how much they spending in the club. You understand? So it's real out there. When it comes to making money, you gotta really watch your back. I don't think you should be too into nobody face, like as far as like the owners, the managers. Like you be nice, but don't be too friendly. If they getting a little too friendly with you, then you probably should act like you have a boyfriend. Just say, oh, I'm in a relationship, I have a boyfriend.
Yes, that is the excuse
of
if you have no boyfriend, you haven't had a boyfriend in 30 years. You a virgin still. I'm telling you, in these clubs, once you say you have a boyfriend, they feel like it's somebody there
taking your time.
Yeah, you have not even taking your time. They feel like you're not by yourself.
Yeah.
You're not as vulnerable when you tell them that you have somebody, because they feel like when women they feel like we want relationships.
Yes.
So if we not in a relationship, we're like, I'm single. And as an owner or even the promoter, DJs, they ride off of that. Oh, I'm a DJ, I'm an owner, especially with the owners and things like that. Their status gets them bitches. Which is a shame, because as a man, you should just get your bitches on your own.
Exactly.
But as an owner, you use that. Oh, I own the club, so let me fuck 5 or 10 girls in here. Not knowing business-wise, that's fucking up your money. If you're a businessman, then you would never sleep with 5 of anything in any business that you do. Because...
especially the women of the club that you working with, like keep it professional.
Because as soon as they get a chance to go and get something better, they're gonna leave. It's no loyalty.
And that's with the whole bad bitches shit. The bad bitches, see, what guys don't realize, when you calling a chick a bad bitch and you promoting this bad bitch, guess what? You promoting her to other niggas. And your bad bitch is now a bad bitch to other niggas, and they like is not a bad bitch no more, because she's not gonna be interested in you no more. Because you done put her onto all the niggas. So it's like, oh, I'm a bad bitch, son. On to the next. And you're going to move on. But as far as like what we was talking about,
sexual harassment.
The sexual harassment, yeah. have you ever been a victim of a sexual harassment?
I don't know how I feel about that situation. I don't know if I really 100% feel like you can be sexually harassed in the strip club. You know, I don't.
Yeah, because it's a strip club, so it's like.
I don't think that it's a different environment as opposed to, like, I've worked different places, so I know how it is to work in an office building, and certain stuff it's just you can't, like, you wouldn't expect it.
Have you ever been sexually harassed in an office building?
I have been sexually harassed in an office building.
So what is the difference from the sexual harass in the office? It's just like you just don't have your. All right.
A long story short, I this is when I was at the parks. I don't even tell people this like that. The reason why I have really stopped working there, the guy I was working for, he was under the general manager. Me and him were real cool. You know, you get cool.
Yeah.
Do lunch together. Like, it wasn't anything sexual. It was a friendship, but he was just over me. They had, like, the whole program where you work for welfare type thing. A lot of the girls there were, you know, and I looked, you know how I look. I had a salary. It was a salary job. I was a clerical aide. The girls, a lot of the girls, though, they had the program. So I guess, you know, I stood out kind of. So me and him, we got cool, but not thinking. I know that. I know what it was, you know. Me not thinking, really. Hanging out, like, we'll go to lunch, do like, you know, lunch together, whatever the case may be. It wasn't a big deal. It came time, because, you know, I'm always late. My evaluation, you get evaluations, right?
You already know you get that.
You get evaluations, so I'm always late. The evaluation came. He said, well, listen, if your evaluation come back crazy, being that you still on probation, which it is, I can't keep you. So if you write a letter saying if you're ever late again, you'll sleep with me, I'll keep you.
What?
Yes, bitch, yes.
No, you didn't never tell me that.
Yes, I don't tell anybody this because
that's embarrassing.
And it's it makes you feel a way, you know.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
But so, all right, I wrote out a letter. It had nothing to do with sex or any sexual contact, whatever. Long story short, I gave him the letter. He called me back in his office. He said this had nothing to do with what we talked about. Because initially I said I told him I would write out a letter. I never told him what type of letter. I wrote out the letter. It wasn't what he asked for, whatever. So, you know, I didn't keep the job. I was already working there, but I didn't keep the job.
Like yeah, you was making up excuses why you.
Yeah,
and that's crazy.
And it was it was humble. I can't even say, like, I'm using the wrong terminology. The feeling was just, it was weird. Yeah. And I would rather deal with that in a place where I'm half naked than a place where I'm, you know, busting my brain. I'm writing out presentations. I'm doing I'd rather be somewhere where I'm half naked and deal with that. I don't think that's, you know, it's called for there.
Yeah.
You know, certain places is just not called for. So I don't really think that it's sexual harassment in the strip club. I feel like if you sleep with a guy, a lot of girls, if they were in the corporate world, they will be sleeping with these guys
regardless.
Yeah. So
the only reason why I said sexual harassment, because I physically had guys that be like, oh, well, the owners or whatever, if you know, if you
like, don't do this, then
I can't work. Yeah. And I don't like that. I just think, like, that's mad, like, that's kind of weird, and that's just, why would you do that?
Well, in the strip club, it's such a thin line.
Yeah, it is a thin line.
It's a thin line because it's like, okay, the customer touches you, but you're getting paid
when the customer is,
but you don't want to seem uptight.
Yeah.
So it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's a dialogue that we would have to have with other dancers. We'll continue this this question next week. Yeah. When we have you know, a surprise, a nice surprise for you.
Yeah, because we just wanted to show the introduction of the show. We wanted to keep it more on me and Frankie Baby. We basically just felt like you need to know who we are, what we like the whole thing about the show and just everything. So that's why we keeping it like straightforward right now. We don't have our guests for today that was supposed to be, but it's all good, and everything is just going to be sweet. So
okay, well, I see at the I'm looking at this article here. In Long Island City, this happened last year at the Scene nightclub.
Oh, at Scene?
Yeah.
Wait, Scene?
Scene. 2 people got shot.
No, not my Scene.
Yes.
You can't be like, are you kidding me?
Violence is all over in the clubs. How do you feel about violence in the strip clubs? It's the clubs that are the quietest.
This is Scenes.
Yes.
Oh my God. If y'all, Scenes is like a real gentleman's club.
Yes, it is.
It's a real upscale, like corporate guys go to this club. You would not even imagine anything like that happening in that type of club. So for me, I am just like, wow, I'm not going there.
I still recommend going there. I wouldn't say don't go there.
No, I'm not going there right now.
Because this happened in 2014.
Yeah, and the state troopers is live in motherfucking.
It's in 2015.
They be pulling you over. Like, yo, they be pulling you over like, fuck that
looking.
shit. They be like, fuck that shit, bitch. Like, where you come from? They follow you out the club. Like, nah. Scenes, you gotta step your game up now. What's up about gossip? Is anything good about gossip? Because I heard gossip had a new renovation and new owners, right?
Oh, I gossip the strip club
in Long Island.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Yeah. New owner and Gossip is the Gossip Gentlemen's Club. They have they definitely have the valet parking. It's very beautiful in that club. Oh my God. What is the most beautiful club you ever been to? In New York City. Let me keep it straight to New York.
The nicest strip club in New York City all around is, I would say, Cityscapes.
I knew you was gonna say Cityscapes.
From 1 to 8 day shift. That's on what is that? 50. That's in Maspeth, Queens.
Hold on, let me get this.
55.
Because they always got a nice big.
No. Wait. I got it.
Okay.
5561 58th Street in Maspeth, Queens. Cityscapes is the nicest spot.
The Maspeth, Queens, because a lot of people don't know nothing about Maspeth, Queens. A lot of people don't even know that is Maspeth.
Maspeth.
I was calling it massive. I thought it was massive.
Queens.
I thought it was massive.
Yes.
I'm about to get that shit on.
This is the dancer with the list. She gives the best head in the city. Bitches with lists.
Cityscapes, right?
Yes.
Yay, we love Cityscapes.
Shout out to the owner.
Yes, shout out to the owners, yes. And they always hiring new dancers.
Always hiring new dancers. Mondays is the more ethnic day. The rest of the week.
The Nubian sisters. The Nubian. So if you like the Nubian.
Every day is a Nubian day.
I know, but if you like, that's a special, they made a special day for the Nubian sisters because.
Every other day is more diverse.
We done had, let's keep it real. They done had Latino night every fucking Wednesdays and Tuesdays in every clubs. No one never had a Nubian day. So the fact that Cityscapes give a Nubian day on every Monday, they get big shout outs. Straight up. So we're going to play some music right now. And we're going to tune back in.
Right now. Strip Talk New York. www.FLOEmpireRadio.com. Black Empress Enterprise.
You already?
Oh, he riding clean too.
Drop a dime on that.